guys, Marsinger here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today we are going to be taking a look at the LR Gogeta. We just got his EZA, obviously the 5th year anniversary LR. These guys have become absolute beasts now that they have their EZA. Final trump card or fusion, 3 key 170, full 170 lead for 2 categories. Next best thing to having a 200% leader skill, right? And then the 12 key, raise attack infinitely, raise defense for 1 turn, colossal damage on the 12 key, raise attack infinitely, greatly raise defense for 1 turn, mega colossal damage on the 18 key. Vegito and Gogeta are basically exactly the same in their base, right? Attack and defense 140, key 4 when attacking, launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super if he's in the first or second slot, launches an additional super and has a great chance to dodge if he's the third attacker, and then he gets an additional 100% defense when attacking, and then obviously transforms on turn 4. So I want to get as many links as possible as I can active with him here, so I am going to put him in slot 1. I would like to take advantage of these STR orbs actually, so let's go ahead and do this. And then because he's going to get 4 key when attacking, so he's just going to straight up have 24 key here. Now I talked about this in the Vegito video as well. Obviously one of the strategies for tougher bosses is you can float these guys off on the first turn if they're on the first rotation, because then they come back on turn 4, which is the turn where they transform. But obviously for the sake of this, for doing a showcase, I do want to keep him on rotation just so we can see him get as many attacks as possible. So of course he will be on turn 3, and then he'll come back on turn 5 and get the transformation. On the turn where they transform, they have a 100% chance to dodge. So using them in difficult content, like for example, you think about the Metal Cooler Core, where you always fight the Metal Cooler army for 3 turns. If you have these guys on turn 1, you float them off in turn 3, they get a guaranteed additional super and a 70% chance to dodge, and then they come back on the first turn of the Metal Cooler Core, and he can't touch them. So definitely very, very powerful ability. Like, it is crazy, right? I mean, dodge is the most powerful ability in the game, right? Because when you get it, you don't take any damage. So you cannot die, right? Because I remember other attacks, you can never take less than double-digit damage. Well, you can take single-digit, I think. But you can't take 0 damage. So if you're on 1 HP, dodge will stop you from dying, right? Whereas, you know, no other mechanic in the game will, essentially. Because even with like over 100% damage reduction, you take double-digit damage. So dodge is ridiculously powerful, and to have units that have an ability where they get a 100% chance to dodge, even though it is only for 1 turn, that is incredibly powerful. So obviously you want to try and utilize that to your advantage. Now in some of the easier events, I would say doing what we're doing in this run probably is the better way to do it, right? Because now he's going to transform on turn 5 instead of turn 4, because I like to use these longer events for the showcases, but obviously they don't get super hard until, well, these ones don't get super hard, but they don't get harder until the last few stages. So if we had him floated off on turn 1, he comes back on turn 4, and let's say we don't finish this guy off this turn, which we might do. Well, actually Bardock would need to crit. He would come back like as we're going into the third form Frieza phase, which is not exactly super difficult, but I do love using Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. When there's the Power Beyond Super Saiyan allies, he gets the guaranteed additional super. Mine is built for full additional, but sadly we didn't get the 3rd super. And then yeah, now we can finish this guy off. So let's let Gogeta go first, in fact. I'm going to keep the gods here just because when Gogeta transforms, obviously we share some of those god links, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Couldn't get a lot of key with him in slot 1 though, unfortunately. So he's going to get 4 key when he attacks, but obviously that doesn't get him his 12 key super. So I mean, the thing is with these guys, I guess one of the reasons why the strategy for floating them off is so good is because they're not super impressive in their base form, right? It's when they transform that they just start going ham. So oh, look at that, if that had been a super instead of a normal. But we did get 2 extra stacks, so we take those. The infinite stacking attack. That's the other thing, of course, you miss out on if you float them off and then they transform straight away on turn 4, is you don't get any extra stacks to their attack. Because they do stack attack infinitely on both of their supers, so ideally you want to try and get as many of those stacks as you can, right? So let's see. We obviously want to get you floated off so you can link up. Do I transform these guys now? If they got blasted by a super attack here, that would be really bad. Although I think they would live. So if we do this, yeah, we can get 24 keys, so they're going to be effective against all types, as well as getting all the guaranteed additional supers. And then we'll go ahead and do this. Because now we're going to have the blue Gogeta transform, the LR Gogeta on turn, we can put him in slot 1. He's going to have the 100% chance to dodge. I can grab all of those orbs for him. And then, yeah, because obviously just like Vegito Blue, he gets an additional ability if you get to 24 key. Now, sadly, Vegito Blue gets a guaranteed additional super, whereas Gogeta gets guaranteed crits for the turn, which obviously is a very powerful ability. It's why you want to build Gogeta for full additional as opposed to full crit like the Vegito. But it is a bit disappointing. Like, doing crits on all your attacks is really nice, but doing an additional super, especially when now that I've already posted the Vegito showcase, like that additional super that you're getting is potentially doing like a 10 million attack stat. Which is probably a bit more valuable than all your attacks critting. I guess I don't know what the average is, right? Because if you're doing multiple supers and they're all critting, you're obviously doing a lot of damage. But are you doing more than if you did an extra super but none of them crit? I guess against type disadvantage, obviously that would be a huge issue, right? Not getting the crits. But look at Gogeta here just going off. Alright, so here we go. Here's our boy transforming into blue. I mentioned it in the Vegito video as well, but I love the fact that these guys are getting their EZA at a point where like their animations are still very good, right? Like they're not outdated at all. Oh man, this would be really bad if Bardock gets hit by a super here, but the gods don't have over in a flash either, which is unfortunate, and Bardock does. So I guess we will put you in the middle because that will let me free up well, I guess actually, is the skip on? Oh no, not abandon. Yeah, put the skip on. Let's transform the gods. Get the orbs here or here. I don't know the best way to drop these other ones down. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so now that he's transformed into blue, obviously very similar to Vegito, but there's a few differences. The super attacks, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn and colossal damage, that is the same. Greatly raise defense for 3 turns, mega colossal damage on the 18 key, that is the same. Then when we get to the passive, we obviously get the 100% chance to dodge, 150% attack and defense, key plus 5, launch 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance to become a super. So that's the main difference. Vegito does 1 guaranteed super, and then has a chance to do additional attack that could be a super, but he could do no additional attack at all. Whereas Gogeta does 2 attacks additional guaranteed, but neither of them are guaranteed to be a super. And it is only a 30% chance, which is a little bit unfortunate. He does also get attacks effective against all types, which obviously is good, and that's all as the first or second attacker. Key 7, guaranteed additional super, 70% chance to dodge as the third attacker still. And then he gets key 1 up to 5, attack and defense 22 up to 88 with each attack performed. And he gets a crit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. So we're not going to get the 24 key on this turn, unfortunately. But let's see what our boy can do here. Oh, he's going to super me straight away. Nice. So this will do some damage, but I mean, at least we have type advantage, right? So... plus, that does mean that we know... oh, actually, no, it doesn't. I was going to say, that means we know Bardock's not going to get supered, but Frieza can double super. And since he supered as the first attack of the turn, it is possible that he does the extra super in this turn. But I guess we'll see. So let's see what Gogeta can do. It's a good turn for him because we're against an AGL enemy, but he's effective against all types. So 10 million on the first super here. Obviously, we're getting a lot of attack buff power from Bardock, and all of these attacks are effective against all types. But here's the additionals. One of them converted to a super. I'll take that. They only have a 30% chance, right? So even one of them converting into a super is really good. And then we get another one. Did we get to 24 from doing the additionals or no? I think we did, right? Because the meter's at 24 key now. So that just means we didn't get the hidden potential. Oh, no, wait, no, he doesn't get an additional 24 key, does he? That's the whole point of what I just said. So that was the additional from the hidden potential system, because we got 3 supers and 1 normal attack. So that is pretty good. I'll definitely take that for his first turn there. And now we want to... can we get 6 orbs? Yeah, we can. So transform these guys, get the 6 orbs. I mean, Gogeta is too powerful. Like, we're on turn 6 and we're on the last phase already. So... I guess we're going to get like one more turn, and we probably do enough damage here that we're going to be able to use the active skill with Gogeta as well. So, I mean, these guys are absolutely going to go ham in the harder events. Oh, really, Goku? I mean, at least he's going to guard, but come on. Come on, bruh. Whew, that's still a lot of damage. Yeah, in these harder events, these guys are really going to be able to flex and show their power, because I like these longer events, but we very much demolished this one with these guys. I mean, this is a very powerful team. I have to say, they are on a couple of... The only 200% leader skill that they're both on is the two 7-year LRs, right? The Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s. They don't share any other 200% teams. And obviously, you know, the Gods, like Power Beyond Super Saiyan Movie Heroes team, is an insanely powerful team. So having these guys on here is going to be pretty wild. Like, both of them on the same team, they're obviously going to be putting in a lot of work. So, going to be interesting trying these guys out. I've got the burst mode videos coming up for today. Obviously, there's 4 burst mode missions this time rather than just 1 burst mode with 2 missions. So I'm going to get 2 of those out today. Then we'll do the Sin showcases for these guys. Definitely want to take them into Sin Shenron ASAP. And then, of course, we'll have the other burst mode missions as well. So lots of stuff coming up over the next couple of days. We've got the anniversary battle coming out as well. That's going to give these guys and the 7 and 8 years. I mean, it gives all the anniversary units then, right? But in terms of relevant units that we want to use, it gives these guys and the 7 and 8 years those awesome skill orbs. So look at that. We are both on very, very low HP here, but it means that Gogeta can come in and get the active skill. We have every single link active. So let's go ahead and put this up, put the skip off. And then let's go ahead and check out his active skill. The animation for this is still beautiful. It's like shot for shot the movie, basically. Looks so good. Big damage. So, yeah, big damage. 21 million crit, and then the hand flick. You love to see it. Yeah, what an absolute Chad. So Gogeta and Vegito, both incredibly good units. This event literally could not even contain the power of this team. I guess I probably made the showcase team a little bit better for Vegito by not making the rest of the team too powerful, but I wanted to bring units that shared links with this guy. And obviously these other powerful units, like, we just absolutely decimated this stage. Plus we did use the Movie Heroes support memory. That is a good advantage for Gogeta, because there aren't really any permanent buff support memories for Vegito, unless there's one I'm missing, because there's no Potara one, no Fused Fighter one, no Future one. But obviously there is a Movie Heroes one, so we can use this one for Gogeta. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of Gogeta down below. I think Vegito is just better because of the extra additionals that he gets guaranteed, like additional supers. But let me know which one you like most. In terms of like the animations and stuff, I definitely do like Gogeta more. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.